another example of, being flexible to different individuals' needs comes from a time when we took Leo, we attempted to take him abroad on an aeroplane when he was a toddler.
I can't even imagine how that played out.
We went to Portugal, and you can imagine that the journey was fraught. It was lots of queuing, stopping, starting, everything that Leo really struggles with. But what comes to mind actually is the captain of the airline on the way out was really accommodating and understanding. And we tell them all in advance. But the captain of the airline on the way back wasn't. He actually made us physically restrain Leo in the seat next to us for the whole takeoff and the whole landing, which was 40 minutes up and 40 minutes down, with him biting, screaming, kicking. It was incredibly traumatic for us, for Leo, and for, quite frankly, the passengers around us. And it's a long time to keep someone still in their seat. All Leo wanted to do was to sit on our lap. And the captain on the way out allowed that, and just to use one of the extender belts that you use for children that are under 2. Leo was only just over 2, by the way, at that point. So it was such an easy fix that would have made all the difference in that moment. But there was no bending of the rules at that point, because that was the process. But I think that's an example of an airline, an employer, not really listening and understanding, not being empathetic to what could have made such a huge difference at that point, right?
I cannot begin to tell you what a brilliant example that is. So, Mike, because I was going to say to you, so what's the difference in your mind between the two airline pilots?
I think they both had the awareness, because they were both told.
So they're both aware?
Both aware. One had empathy, the other did not. One was flexible, the other was not. It's as simple as that.
And it's a nice illustration for me of perhaps at the extremes, the difference between leadership and management. Because I think the distinction is quite simple, that the manager is concerned with doing things right, whereas the leader is concerned with doing the right thing.
I couldn't agree more.
And the distinction is played out so beautifully in this example.